What's up, fam? Hope everybody's doing fantastic out there. Today we are taking a look at a knife that I really like. This is one I should have picked up a while back at Blade Show, and I didn't. I've been kicking myself ever since for it. But yeah, let's jump right into it. So we are looking at a Remette here. So let's just get this out of the way so we can get straight into the knife. This is the Remette Peregrine or Peregrine Falcon. I think it's just the RT Peregrine. So named after the bird. Of course, it looks almost identical. I mean, if you kind of squint a little bit, or post the picture of the diving peregrine over this, that is 100% what this knife looks like. You can definitely see where it drew its inspiration. Some quick specs on this thing: we are looking at a 3.15 inch blade, 7.8 inches overall, 4.8 ounces. So not a super lightweight knife. But you are getting a lot of titanium and coolness here. It is running an M390 blade. They run that 59 to 61, and then they are claiming this is a reverse Tonto blade shape. Sure, I'll go with that. Really interesting blade cutout here, and fuller, if you want to call it that. And then, of course, a really interesting pivot treatment as well. So it kind of gives some thickness to the knife. And it gives you that button pivot, or button lock, or pivot lock, whatever you want to call it, feel. However, you'll see there, it is actually a liner lock. So a really, really cool way of doing this, because you do still have access to that liner to close it traditionally, or you can use the button. Makes this thing astronomically fidgety. I mean, just an absolute fidget monster. Now, I am fairly late in the pass round, so this thing will have some scuffs and scrapes on it. So just try to ignore any of those. Some of the anodization stuff will be wearing, and things of that nature. But again, just kind of overlook that stuff. And taking a look here, we do again see that really cool pivot treatment, almost like it's a pivot collar, but it's raised up, so it gives it that room for that button. It's some nice milling there around that, and of course that gold anodization here. And then we have a kind of a dark gray or smoke gray PVD coating here. T8 hardware all the way around. I think that's T8s. That might be T6s. I think that is T6s. Backspacer, we got a 50% backspacer with a lanyard hole, titanium, everything. Really nice pocket clip here. Pocket clip works very, very well. We do have a tritium insert in the pocket clip. Same pivot collar here. There you can see the M390 marking on the blade. It is perfectly centered. And this thing just absolutely has stellar action on it. Let's go ahead and clean this blade up real quick. I had put some smudges on it there. So taking a look at the blade, it does have that pearlescent blade coating that Remette loves to use. And then you also have the satin on the flats. They're really, really nicely done. That same pearlescent finish here on the backside, or inside the fuller there as well. No swedging or anything like that. There you have the Remette logo, or the Remette writing there. Sharpening is done pretty doggone well. Don't see anything jumping out on us, or jumping out at us. Plunge grind is done plenty well. It's a little late on the plunge grind, honestly, but because of the choil there, you do have plenty of room for sharpening. It is a flat grind on both edges of your grind there. So there you can kind of get a little more glimpse at that pearlescent coating. Just a really, really nice blade coating there. Lockup is spot on, and there you can see that you push that button, and that pushes the liner lock out of the way. So really, really, really nice knife. Super fidgety knife. Just absolutely love everything about this knife. Its looks are a little out there, but it's fun. Only thing I don't like is honestly the front flipper. I don't like how it looks, but it's functional. As you can see there, you can just easily front roll that. I just don't like that sticking up like that. But that I can deal with it. It's not too bad, and it gives you that landing pad here. Ergonomically, this thing is phenomenal. It doesn't look like it would be. It has no reason why it should be, but it does. It works in the hand really, really well. you know, you pull it out of your pocket, you get in that knife spot, and it lands right there really easily. You flick it open, no problems there. It just, I mean, just a great knife. Now, they did recently do an update on this knife, and I don't know why. I'm guessing there were some issues or there were some complaints or whatever, but now the new version has a lock on it, and I don't see why. It's a liner lock, so it's going to be as strong as a liner lock. There's no way you could disengage that. I mean, unless you're like choking up right here, I guess maybe, and you have big hands, and you could disengage it that way, I guess maybe. But I mean, I don't know. For me, I don't see that. I don't see me ever having need for that lock. But just know that the updated versions do have a secondary lock here where you can lock the knife in the open position, and you don't have to worry about disengaging that lock. But again, not something I feel that would ever be an issue. Let's go ahead and take a look at our hardware. So, guessing that tightens up. Huh. Is that how you take this thing apart? Maybe that might be how you take this thing apart. I don't know. I haven't tried this, so you can look at that is T6. So I'm assuming that's how you take this thing apart. I'm not going to try to do that because it's not my knife. This is on loan from the Lefty Pass Around. So again, not my knife currently. So I'm not going to try to take it apart because I don't know how that mechanism works in there. But that it was loose, and I tightened it up to where it stopped now, and didn't really affect the action at all. So I'm assuming that is how it works. But all right, sorry if there was any sort of a cut or anything there. My camera almost died. My phone almost died. I forgot I didn't have it plugged up. So anyway, yeah, ergonomically it's fantastic. It's not reversible, so if you are left-handed and you do have to put in your left hand after, you know, without flipping a pocket clip or anything, it is very nice and comfortable. I don't foresee any issues with hitting that button in left-hand mode. But again, I don't have any issues with it in right hand either. So fidget factor, again, is level 1000. Personally, I could do without the blade hole because you can't really get in there to it. And when you do get on it, it does kind of hit the finger weird. So I just hit off of this fuller piece there, and that just works perfectly for me. And same thing for flicking it out with my thumb. I just go right off the fuller. So I think if they would have just done the fuller here, I think it would have been just fine instead of doing the full blade hole. Maybe they did it for weight reductions or whatnot. I don't know, but it does have a nice thwack to it. You know, just a really cool knife. It's kind of out there aesthetically, but again, you kind of, once you know what it's mimicking, you get it. Again, it looks really, it looks really cool in my opinion. I don't like the colors, but you can change that. They do have a couple of different variants of this thing, but I would end up getting it anodized anyway, so it doesn't really bother me one way or the other as far as the colors are concerned. But all right, y'all. Well, that is all I have to say on this one. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. As always, please remember to be kind, be humble, and be EDC. Take care.